Today on my channel, I have Mr. Rakesh Sethi ji. Mr. Rakesh Sethi ji is a celebrity chef and a television personality based in India. Mr. Rakesh Sethi is currently the corporate executive chef of the Radisson Group. Mr. Rakesh sir is popularly known for the cooking show named as Mirch Masala on Star Plus and Tea Time on Food channel. He was also a part of the team which created a Guinness World Record by making 918 kilograms of khichdi at the World Food India exhibition of 2017. He holds a big name in the industry and is an inspiration for many. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
तो सर
Pleasure
सबसे
to be
पहले
on the show with you.
तो सर सबसे पहले would you like to share the story behind making this 900 kgs of khichdi? What was the story all about?
Yes. Yeah, this was, our chef Sanjeev Kapoor, with the help of our 50 volunteers, prepared this 918 khichdi, which was a Guinness World Record. So I was one of the participants along with other chefs, other key people, and we were all invited there. So this huge wok was created, and it was placed in the India Gate lawns using a crane, and so many top government officials related to food industry were there. There were people from FSSAI, there were media, there were top key chefs from all over India. Especially the chefs, those who have been associated with Chef Sanjeev Kapoor during the
lovely.
they were all there, and
my seniors asked me this question, that why hotel management? I would like to ask you a question. Why being a chef?
See, this is a passion. If you enjoy being on the stove and you love cooking, this is a wonderful passion. But during the time when I wanted to pursue it, it wasn't very popular profession. And I was always wanting to be in defense forces, whether Air Force or Army or even Delhi Police. But my father was of a different opinion. He said, no, choose some other career and try to make some other way of, convert your passion into profession. So I used to love cooking, and during the afternoon when mother used to sleep, I and my brother used to start cooking in the kitchen, whatever we could, the resources at home. And that passion gradually grew up into a profession. I never realized it. After passing 12th, my brother told me to pursue a diploma in cooking, which I did from Pusa. So, and once I did diploma, then there was no looking back. We continued this profession since now it's 38 years to what I'm telling you. It's been 38 glorious years where I have grown from ranks to the top position in this industry for the kitchen.
Bilkul, sir. So, sir, any one thing that you love about being a chef? That one thing. Any one thing that you love?
Too much to eat. You get everything to eat. Now, this is jokes apart. You meet people. You try to understand what is the need. There was a time when waiters used to meet the guests and take orders. Today, it is the other way around. Chefs meet the guests and chefs take the orders directly. People feel more comfortable talking to a chef and placing an order directly. People rather come by the name of the chef to the restaurant, or the chef, or the food that he prepares. So chef has become a front-facing personal instead of a back of the house name. It is now the face of the restaurant. It is now the face of the hotel. So people come with the name of the chef, and now when the chef is a person who takes the order, he understands better what is to be prepared. Menus are there just as a guideline. Actually, what customer wants, once the chef understands, and this bridges the relationship is so strong that people start following him. People start coming in the name of the chef, and then the chef knows, okay, he is such and such guest. This is what his favorite item is, and next time he knows and understands the taste. So this opportunity has come the way because this profession has given this opportunity, and to all the chefs also. So why chef is a very simple thing. You meet people, you understand their needs, you serve them the food they want, and when you see a smile or a satisfaction on their face, that in turn gives you a very good satisfaction. So this is why chef, your creativity gets an opportunity to be plated and served to the people. That satisfaction gives you lots of comfort.
Sir, any advices or any lessons that you would like to share to our budding chefs and the people who'd watch this video?
I always tell the young people, don't get into this profession, because I have come across many people, many parents coming to me and saying, "Mera beta kuch nahi kar saka, nikamma tha, maine bola isko chef bana de." I felt very hurt and very bad. I said, "What do you mean? हम निकम्मे थे या हम कुछ नहीं कर पाए थे?" No, it is not the right way of coming into industry. Do not be forced to become a chef. You have to become chef by choice, by your passion, by your inclination towards food and creativity. This is a wrong way of entering a trade. So I have discouraged people coming. So once you have come into this trade, then you have to make sure that nothing holds you back. Of course, long working hours are just minimum. Both small thing. It is not even to be mentioned. More important is the attitude. Any hotel which you join, they can teach you skill. If you don't have skill, nothing to worry. Skill can be taught to you, but attitude has to be inborn. And I always feel, your altitude is decided by your attitude, not by your aptitude. So you will go high if you have the right attitude. There has to be the right approach and attitude towards the profession and what you want to be. And that this applies not only to kitchen, but it also applies to almost all the major careers. But as it applies to all, it majorly applies for the kitchen also. So I always tell them, have the right attitude, and then you will see things falling in place. Then at the time when you are a beginner, you got to put in so much effort into learning, so that do everything with your own hands.
Hands-on experience, that is very important.
Is what trying to watch videos, go to Google, that is not the way of learning. I have seen people trying to cook and they're so clumsy, they don't even know how to hold a knife, and they make all the mess around them when they're working. These are not the right attributes of being a chef. So work with your own hands. Make your working areas as a worship place for you, and then you see that the results will be always better. So lots of hard work, dedication, continuous striving to be better.
Thank you, chef. So, I remember that whenever I used to, मतलब अभी भी, तो अब तो कोरोना पीरियड हो गया, इसलिए मैं किचन प्रैक्टिकल्स वगैरह हो नहीं रहे, बट मेरे जो भी जिनसे मैं भी सीखता हूँ, मेरे गुरु लोग, वो मेरे को यही बोलते हैं, मेरे शेफ्स, कि अपने जो भी आपका वर्क स्टेशन है, आपका वर्क एरिया है, सर जाने नहीं देते. हमें कहते हैं कि यहाँ पर तुम जब तक इसे एंड तक स्पिक एंड क्लीन एंड बेस्ट, जब तक तुम उस एरिया को जब तक साफ नहीं करोगे, यू आर नॉट गोइंग होम. और वो चीज पहले दिन हमें लगता था यार व्हाट इज हैपनिंग विद अस, बट नाउ हमारे एक हैबिट बन चुकी है. घर पे भी सर, घर पे एक मैं छोटी सी मैगी भी बना देता हूँ ना, तो मैं कहता हूँ यार क्लीन एरिया को ना सब क्लीन रखना है, अपना पूरा देख के ही करना है, हर चीज करनी है, वहां से पूरा डेवलपमेंट. सो प्रैक्टिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जैसा कि आपने बताया. सर व्हाट इज,
व्हेन पीपल गो टू इंटर्नशिप, दे फाइंड कि सीनियर्स ने उनको बोला अरे ये साफ कर, ये साफ कर. वो सीनियर उनको रूड लगते हैं उस समय, but in fact they are inculcating those habits which they should have it to become a good chef. Keep your tools, your work area, your workspace clean, tidy, organized. Once you are organized, your results will be very, very good.
A very basic question, sir. Sir, what is food for you?
See, food is everything. Food is very, very important. People call it by many names. The food is Brahma. Food is everything. Food is God, godliness. But to me, food. One, what you eat, so you become. It is a very, very traditional saying. So, what you eat, so you become means that you should eat right things, follow our principles of Tridoshas that Ayurveda has taught us. Follow those principles as per what suits your body. Follow the principles of Ritu-based food, which is seasonality-based food. The world has become so small now that carrots are available even in summers. Cauliflower is also available in summers. Vice versa, other vegetables from other countries are available all over the globe. All foods are there throughout the year. But if you see, it is not correct that if you eat something which is not in the season, will never give you that taste, nor would it benefit with the qualities of that vegetable or fruit to your body. So you must, one, eat the right things. Secondly, eat it as per seasonality. If that particular region is humid, or it is warm in the day, and in the night it is little chiller, so for that locality God has created certain food ingredients. It is better to use those local ingredients in that locality that will suit you and your body the most. So for me, food is very important, and it is important to know what to eat and what not to eat in what season. So you have to be very, very correct in your selection of food. There are foods which are suitable to you in the daytime and not that good for you in the dinner. So one has to understand the food and their characteristics, understand the food, and this all happens when you have your parents guiding you during your time when you are at home, getting your trainings from your parents. The food was always taught from mother to daughter, or by ustad to chelas. Then came these catering college institutes and all those things we started teaching you. So that is the time when you understand the food rightly. People bunk their classes, they don't want to attend the whole, it's a boring subject. No, that is the time. If you are getting into food trade by whatever profession related to food, please understand the food and the characteristics of. Once you know the food, their behavior, their characteristics, their suitability to your body, the locality that you belong to, then you will see that the food is responding to whatever you want to create correctly. The food that you pick up from the off season will never give you. Gajar ka halwa will never taste good in June, July, as much it will taste in December and January. So this very simple example. So me, the food is that what you eat, so you become. So choose your food correctly. Choose your food as per locality, and I call it floss. FLOSS. I always use the word floss for better understanding, which is fresh, local, organic, seasonal, and sustainable. So
Today, sir, we learned another word, floss.
Yeah. So for me, food is floss.
So, सर खाना बनाना सिर्फ रेसिपी को देख के चीज को वहीं पे वो कर देना नहीं है. There's some much more to making food. तो आपका कोई ऐसा नुस्खा या कुछ ऐसा सीक्रेट जो आप बताना चाहें? This is very important while you cook food.
See, most of the chefs recreate the food. The food which was created by ancestors or your seniors or the industry, people come and recreate by adding their twist and tweaking of the food recipe. There are people who create food. They are the one who actually bring in new recipe into existence. They do something which is different and out of the world. So this process of creation and recreation depends on the quality of the chef that one is. Any lesser a chef would just spoil a best of the best recipe also. But a trained and a specialized chef would either create or recreate the magic of the past and present it to the customer or to the person who wants to eat it in a little more enhanced manner by adding their touch to the recipe. So what my mother used to make, my sister cannot make, or my wife cannot make it. But they have their own sense of understanding of the food and the raw material. So they do have another set of recipe by their own touch, but they bring in taste somehow. So what happens is recipe just becomes a guideline. पहले तेल डालो, फिर जीरा डालो, फिर प्याज डालो, फिर अदरक. That is a standard thing. बट वो कब डालो, कितना डालो, और हाथों का जो हुनर है, all that also comes with time and experience. And then you see, आप थोड़े टाइम बाद माँ का खाना भूल जाते हैं, because then the benchmark changes. फिर benchmark वाइफ का खाना हो जाता है. And similarly, the world is going on. Everybody relishes the food that mother used to make. Mother was the best chef. Mother teaches everybody at home. And then time comes, when the person who's cooking the food changes, hand changes, recipes remain the same, small here and there, but the taste and everything changes, presentation changes. We start loving that also. So it is important. Recipes are just a guideline. What matters is your skill level, your understanding of the raw material you are using, and your creativity. All this will bring a new dish and a new taste to the plate.
बिल्कुल सर. इसी के साथ साथ शेफ, व्हाट इज हेल्दी फूड फॉर यू? क्योंकि हेल्दी फूड का आजकल बहुत ज्यादा ट्रेंड चल गया है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू, आप कुछ ऐसा बताना चाहेंगे जो हम ट्राई करें और हम बनाएं? और आजकल के टाइम
we already touched this in our last question. What is food? Okay. Basically, I still maintain that understanding the seasonality of the food. Healthy food is what suits your body. What suits your body is what is available locally, what is in the season. So that is healthy food. God has not created any unhealthy food. It is that one food does not have compatibility with the other food. कहते हैं घी और दही, दूध और मछली. So these are non-compatible foods. But that is applicable in India. बाहर जाओगे तो white sauce में fish बनती है. They poach the fish and then they put white sauce of the same poaching liquor, adding some velouté into it. So it all implies in a particular situation, in a particular geographical region, in a particular season. So there are healthy foods. All foods are mostly healthy. It is how much we understand them and how correctly we use them into our day-to-day. People outside India or in a Western world feel our food is very spicy, masaledar and oily and all those things. But we have a reason. We in India have a reason of adding that much of desi ghee into dal makhni. Dal makhni by its character is a khushk dal. It's a dryness, is its tendency. But we add lots of butter or white butter or desi ghee into it to make it suitable to the body in that particular region where it was created. Same applies for sarson ka saag. People put lots of dollop of butter on top or desi ghee. It is a reason behind it. It is not that hamara khana bahut oily or greasy. No. So for the other person in the third world, it might be oily, spicy, hot, but हमारे तो मसाले सारे medicinal values के साथ डाले जाते हैं. So what is one man's bread is other man's poison. It is not that people should start eating the food that does not belong to their country. I'm saying they should eat, they should try, but they should know the reason why it is made that way and why that particular ingredient is added in that much amount. It is only about understanding of the raw material. So healthy foods are all healthy. It is the quantum, the quantity, the seasonality, way we use it and using it rightly makes them more appropriately healthy.
One last question, sir. आपने बहुत टाइम दिया. बस one last question. How has lockdown been for you? What all were the things that you were doing in this whole lockdown thing, sir?
So initially I started with some live cooking videos and trying to engage my viewership in various hotels that we have because hotels were shut down and we had to remain in connection with our guests. So I kept on doing some live cooking shows. I kept on doing Instagram live videos. Then I created some healthy recipes because the word immunity booster came into again it came into prominence, and आपको वो सब तो करना है जो trend में है. So I started doing some immunity boosting drinks and immunity boosting sabzi and all those things what our local Indian viewers would love to see. And gradually shifted to making my own YouTube channel and added some recipes into that. Due to lockdown, we could not do editing and shooting jobs so nicely, but at least that gave us enough time to start a YouTube channel. So I did my cooking channel and started 1 or 2 recipes, whatever I could do in a week. I'm trying to post it.
Thank you
and
so
also
much.
lockdown has made us understand how important the raw material is, because when everything is less and what is there in the fridge, you have to make something out of that. So creativity comes to best use during lockdown.
बिल्कुल सर. आपकी शेफ I was so inspired और आपसे बात करके it felt so good, sir. Talking to you on one-to-one basis will surely be a trendsetter for the millions of inspiring chefs in the industry. Getting guidance from none other than Mr. Rakesh Sethi will give them an inspiration to put their best foot forward. Thanks a ton, chef. Thank you for sparing your valuable time with us. Stay safe, stay connected, stay healthy, chef.
Thank you and wish you the same. Thank you very much.
Thank you, chef. Thank you so much.